Christian,
Dad,
how you doing?
pretty good, but it seems like you really got something there with me with that big smile.
Oh no, I'm just happy. And how do you like my background picture?
Oh, I like it. It's part of the hike.
Exactly, man. You are a smart guy. So yep, this is the one of the pictures from the hike today. You see on my left, it's like all sunny with green trees, and then on the right, we got the snow and the shade. I like it. Why do you still got the little pink moon behind you? What's going on with that?
Because why not? It looks cool.
That's true. So, okay, this is episode 2. We did another hike today. Do you remember where we went to?
No, I don't remember the name.
Did you blindfold yourself or something? We've been there more than one time. What's going on, man?
I blindfolded myself.
Okay, so we got a wise guy here, and that's Christian right there, the wise guy. So anyhow, we went to North Cheyenne Canyon today. Got that, Christian? North Cheyenne Canyon. So we went there today. We are in Colorado Springs, want to share our hiking experience today. So I wrote down some notes because there's a couple, there's a few instructions to our trail here that we hike today. So North Cheyenne Canyon again, Colorado Springs. So we're there. So we get there and we just barely go into that canyon, maybe not even about 5 minutes on, Christian.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure we went past the trail we did last time. And so I decided to park. And when I parked, I noticed that we were right across the street from pullover number 27. So if you're going to North Cheyenne Canyon, they have all these pullover spots. So I parked across the street from pullover number 27. And then we walked in front of the car, which basically meant that we went east and we were on the side of pullover 28. All right, so far I think I'm doing pretty good. All right, so once you pass that sign, pullover 28, you're just gonna walk a little bit more in front of you. And then to the right, you're going to see a gate that says no parking. And what you do is you wanna step over that gate. I think Christian might have tripped when he was trying to get over that gate. And
No, I didn't.
oh, okay. So anyhow, you step over that gate and you're on the trail. So I don't remember it saying anything, but that's where the trail starts. So we started going up that trail, and let's see. I think it was both like shady and sunny, right, Christian?
Yeah.
And you kind of took the lead again. You were the leader on that one?
Yeah.
I wasn't on video call with nobody this time. I was just chilling, not in no competition, but you took off on me again like a little rabbit.
You know it.
Yeah. On that side right there where we started on the hike, what was your impression of like the views and starting out on that trail? Because you tried to hide from me and scare me when I was trying to catch up to you because there was a blind spot. You want to tell us about that spot right there you were at?
The spot I was at was a little cave, and you did get scared, but you just didn't want to admit it. I could see you jumping, shaking in your boots over there.
Okay, so I'm gonna say partially yes, but it was fun. And I knew it was gonna happen because I was like, man, I don't even see him. He's probably gonna creep up on me or something like that. So yep, that happens. So there's like a cave right there. So they had some cool rocks like that cave. What else on that part before we cross the street and give that instruction? Did you like that first part of the trip?
I like when I was looking back where there was all the ice where you were about to fall. I mean the view. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to be the good storyteller for the hiker that wants to do this trail. So yeah, you start to go up this trail today. Yeah, there was both snow, sun, shade, ice, and like I always like to say, I slip, I trip, but I don't fall. And I know he wanted me to fall so bad, probably right on my face, but I didn't. But I do like that we started to incline a little bit, so we got a little bit of a hill. And then once you start doing that trail, it's just what you said. There's the cave right there, the rocks. There's just, I mean, we're in a canyon, man. You look to one side, you see these big brown canyon rocks with like super cool shapes and all that. Looking straight ahead, it looks like we're like in a winter town in Colorado. Like we're not even in the city, and you just see all these Christmas trees with snow all over them. So I thought it was some pretty cool scenery. Oh, got you by the tongue. So Christian has nothing to say to that. So anyhow, that was part of the trail, part of the hike right there. So it didn't last too long because eventually we came down back towards the street, and then we had a decision to make. So we saw that you can walk across the street because there's another trailhead. So when we did that, and I'll check my notes here, we crossed the street, and then we saw a big blue sign that said Middle Columbine Trail sign. And I asked this dude right here, Christian, what trail do you want to take? And he chose Helen Hunt Falls. Why did you pick Helen Hunt Falls, Christian?
Because maybe we could have seen the falls, but sadly we had to go early because
True. But okay, so it was because you saw that word falls, that's why.
yeah.
Okay, I was thinking maybe it was part because of that, and because the other trail was lower, and just like last time we went hiking, Helen Hunt Falls trail was boom, an incline, another climbing trail. Was that part of it too, or just the falls?
For that one it was just the falls.
And did you notice, even though there's people there, like we saw people there hiking the same trail and other trails, as you can, when you start to see that as you're hiking, that even though there is people there, there is those parts where we're just us. And like even when I walked across the street, it just felt like so peaceful and quiet, like we're the only ones there.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Yep. So I noticed that too. But my favorite part always, if there's water at our hikes, water is my favorite sound. Of course, I always stop and I look to the side. If because we had to go cross a little bridge kind of thing, and I just saw the water right there. So for me, I always like to hear that water sound. It's a little therapeutic, peaceful, spiritual thing. How about you, Christian? Do you like the water, or is it thumbs down?
I like the water sound. It's because it reminds me of when we always used to go back to Rainbow Falls.
Oh, the waterfall. That's
Yeah.
a cool place. That's a cool place. Hopefully that place opens up this next spring, because that'll be super cool. So we are on Helen Hunt Falls. Christian right here took the lead again. You want to talk a little bit about the trail, Helen Hunt Falls, so people can picture by your description how it looks, and maybe they may want to do it too.
So Helen Hunt Falls, when you're first getting to it, it's kind of snowy, but then as you start to go up, there's more sun and more of an incline up. And it starts to get narrow at times. And then it's not really that hard going up. But if there's ice coming down, it is. No, we both almost slipped a couple times.
Very true. So as you're going up, how did that scenery get for you the higher up you went? How did the views look?
Actually, the view that you have right now is one that we saw.
Yeah, so what did you think of it? Was it the higher we went for you, were the views getting better, or were they the same?
Getting better.
Yeah, I agree. Because I was like, I was laughing because I was like, whoa, first we're going up this way, and then boom, we turn this way and we keep going up, and we just kept going kind of left, right, up, 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 up. And yeah, because I was like, I kept going like, whoa, holy smokes, I gotta take a picture of that. I was like a broken record. Holy smokes, I gotta take a picture of that. So like, yeah, same here. The more you go up on that Helen Hunt Falls Trail is like the better the scenery got. Like you saw even more of these cool shaped rocks, and then you got to see more of the view of the canyons, and you get to see. I kept saying, remember, I kept saying, Christian, I don't know, but I wonder if those white snow peaks right there, if one of them is Pikes Peak, because we're right around Pikes Peak Mountain, which of course, if you do not know, Pikes Peak is America's mountain, and it's right here, down the street in a part of Colorado Springs that we live at, which is actually, it's actually at the foot. You can catch it at the foot of the mountain in Manitou Springs. So I was wondering if that might have been Pikes Peak. But what else? What were some of your favorite things that you saw going up on Helen Hunt Falls Trail? What else?
My favorite thing that we seen was actually the trees on the other side, because the shade and the snow made them look cool.
Yeah, same here. That's my new word. It's like postcard view. No. I say, man, that's so postcard. Like when I see stuff now, that's so cool. I'm like, man, that's so postcard. When we see some cool views in nature on our hikes and stuff. So yeah, I think so too. I kept looking down. Of course, you know me. I was taking some little video clips for TikToks of the mountain, especially those ones you're talking about, the ones in the shade and the snow. I think those ones were the best. And okay, where was I going with that? Yeah, so that was pretty cool. We kept going up Helen Hunt Falls Trail for a little while, and we eventually, like Christian said, we had to stop. We couldn't see the waterfall this time because somebody right there, if you're watching this on video, had a perm appointment at 1 p.m. So we had to make sure we were going to get there in time. So we actually, as we were hiking Helen Hunt Falls Trail, we stopped at the trailhead that said Spring Creek Trail. All right, Christian.
Yeah.
Now, what happened after we turned from Spring Creek Trail to start to go back to the car? Remember what happened there?
Yeah. You started to get snowballs and throw them at me. So then I had to dodge them, and you hit me a couple times, but then I got you back.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I wasn't trying to hit you. You know what I was doing? I was just like, hey, man, this is the right kind of snow to make a snowball. And I was throwing them your way, but I wasn't actually aiming for you. I was just throwing them your way just to
Yes,
see
you were.
if I had a
You
good
just
arm.
super embarrassed that you missed.
For real. I was
You're
just making
super
sure.
embarrassed that you missed.
I was just practicing. So like when I have to throw a football, that's it. I wasn't even trying to go your way. If I hit you a few times, I don't remember. Sorry about that.
Let's talk about that, though.
Okay.
Why did you start to throw snowballs? I know it's not because you thought it was a football or anything. So tell the truth.
Because eventually I think I saw you having fun with it and you thought I was really trying to play dodgeball with your head. And then you started throwing it back. So I was like, okay, I guess we are doing snowball fight. All right, cool. So I thought it was pretty fun. Whoa, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I can see who won the war.
Well, we have a TikTok out there that will show what happened at the end with the last snowball in somebody's hand. But I will say that coming back downhill, for me, it's always fun. So you can always, if you don't take pictures going up the trail, you can take some good pictures coming back down. And so if you go at this time of the year, which is the last day of December, you may see some snow like we did. So we had the pleasure of being in snow, sunshine, clouds, and the dry parts were like some nice like gravel. So we had a little mixture of everything. And then we saw all kinds of people up there walking their dogs, and dogs running up to us, all that kind of stuff. What about you, man? Anything else you see up there besides my head throwing snowballs at me?
What I saw was the sun reflecting off your head. But anyways, when we were going down after who won the snowball fight, me. After that, we saw a rock and I decided to get on it.
Man, you just took the words out of my head right there. That's just where I was gonna go at. So like, yeah, we were coming back down that trail after we had that little snowball action, which I don't remember. And yep, Christian found a cool rock to sit on. He said, I'm gonna just like take a little break here. I was like, good idea, man. So I brought my backpack and you know, we brought our snacks. So we hung out there for a while, ate our snacks, and it was just so cool to check out the views. So I would say when you're going up Helen Hunt Falls and you need to take a break, you bring snacks like we do, your water, you want to take a little sit down, you're going to see that big rock right there, kind of on the corner of like when you're about to go up the next, when you make a turn and you go up. So that's a cool rock to sit on, take a little break. Would you agree there, Christian?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see. I guess I can say it's also a good trail because when let's see, about halfway through, there's a guy that was a jogger and he was jogging up the same trail that we were doing. And so it's actually a good trail also with the traction to run up it too, I would say. So not only can you hike up there, but if you're a runner, it's good for running up there too. We did the same thing coming back down the hill. We started to run a little bit. And this one right here, Christian, kind of a broken record. He just starts to run out of gas a little bit. I wait for him, runs out of gas, wait for him,
Dad,
runs
you
out of gas.
realize I was
Kind of like a
not
flat
running.
tire. Poor guy.
Dad, you realize I wasn't running. I was just walking the whole time.
Well, you were
Why you were just
jogging.
running?
You were jogging a little bit, so give yourself a little credit, man. You're pushing hard to jog a little bit. It's okay. I'm gonna give you a pat on the back when we're done.
I jogged to catch you with the snowball, and
Yeah.
that's all. And then we came back down. You were jogging. I was just walking.
Okay, but was the snowball fight pretty fun though?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm glad
Just
we had
think the
snowball.
last hit.
Okay. All right. All right. There's always next time. So, yep, we came back down the hill. There's a cool rock there. Again, the views are really cool. Mountains galore around the North Cheyenne Canyon area. Canyons, of course, those big brown rocks. And there's just so many trails there, but these are the trails we took today. Because at first I was like, I know we don't have a lot of time because this guy had his perm appointment, but the hike was better than I thought, and we did really good timing. We were able to finish the hike, and it was a good probably couple of miles at least. Could have been more. I think we're just getting so conditioned that we're getting in pretty good shape. Could have been like, I don't know, maybe 3 miles or something like that within about, let's see, about an hour or so. We did pretty good. So let's see, we came back down to the car. And then remember, I was like, hey, let's go try out that cafe down the street because we
Yeah.
have time. We make good timing. And we went there to eat. And this guy right here, he copied what I ate. Yeah. But it was pretty good food. It was a nice place. What did you think of that place right there?
Yeah, I liked it.
And I think, because I didn't think about this, but I think I remember the name right. It's called Sacred Grounds. And I think it said cafe in the middle. So it's on that street that takes you right into Cheyenne Canyon. I don't know if it's Cheyenne Boulevard or Cheyenne Street because the higher street of the two is where that cafe is because there's two Cheyennes that take you to that canyon. One of them is higher up, one of them is probably Boulevard, and one of them is Drive. So it's the one that's the higher of the two where that cafe is at. Yep. So the food was good. The place was super clean. I liked it. And then we went for this boy to get his perm. Christian, your perm looks good. What you think about your perm today?
Good.
Yep. I thought it came out really good. And Rose is a good stylist. It's a good place. You want to keep going back to that place?
Yeah.
And then her dog's name, that was a cool dog she had today. What was her dog's name again?
I believe it was Dakota.
Yeah, Dakota. Yeah, she was soft coat. She was super friendly. So that was cool. So let's see, before I get, because I wrote a couple of things down, just like last time. What would you rate that hike today that we did on those different trails? Because we kind of went all over the place. You think it was it light, medium, hard? What you got?
Uh, it was like,
Light, even climbing up Helen Hunt Falls?
yeah. What was it for you?
Oh wow, Mr. Super Stud right here. I'm gonna say for people who want to do this hike, it is I would say it's a medium hike because you start out kind of flat, you go up a little bit, but then once you hit Helen Hunt Falls, you do climb up. It's There's a lot of incline, and then it does actually start to drop down and descend. Put that keyword in there and get a little flat. But we just didn't see how much it really we didn't get to do all of it this time, but I think it's a good mixture. So I'm going to say it's a medium hike because I don't know what everyone's level is, but because you're climbing some hills, I'm going to put medium right there just to be safe for people who are not used to doing hills, especially at our elevation, which is over 6,000 feet here in Colorado Springs. And how would you rate the scenery of the hike today?
The scenery was really good, especially the part where we first began at, because we could see the rocks. And as you said, that you wanted to somehow get on them, I did too.
Yeah, that'll be if we can find a way to get on those cool big brown canyon rocks, we're gonna have to do that. All right, so let's see. For me, the scenery, same thing. I thought the scenery was amazing because you got a mixture of the brown, unique, cool shape canyon rocks, and then you got all the forest of the little mountains and the trees, and the trails are very cool with the gravel and then you're walking on like different shaped rocks and then you got big rocks and some little kind of like caves where you can like kind of get in there a little bit, take a break. And so yeah, scenery I thought was freaking amazing. And what was your favorite part of the hike?
My favorite part was the snowball fight. What was yours?
Um, hmm, let me think. Because there's so many, because I like the whole hike, but if I have to choose a favorite part, um, I would say sitting on that rock to just take a break and look at all the scenery. And then I even stood up on that rock and I didn't want to go. And you said, well, I'll just leave you here. I'll go to the car. I was like, oh, okay. It's like that. Okay, Christian.
Yep, it
Um,
is.
so I would say that rock because you can just see so much from that rock and you can take a break at the same time and whatever else you want to do right there. So that part right there. And if you're listening out there and you're like, hey, I want to know who won that snowball fights, if you go to my TikTok channel at Gary Martinez Jr. 2017, I put it out there. So you can check it out. And I think we wrapped it up with all the descriptions, instructions, and all that kind of stuff. Do you have any last words for the hike we're at today, Mr. Christian with the perm?
Mm, Last words are, make sure you stop touching me next time.
Oh, what's those? What's that? Oh, those are your
It's a
crispy
hand grip,
hand grips. What are you trying to do with your hand grips right there? Get stronger for what?
so I can grab you and take you off the mountain next time.
Oh yeah. So we have a little play battle going on where Christian's getting taller and any second he'll be taller than me. And I think he thinks when that happens, he's just going to run over me and just ragdoll me and just throw me all around like a little piece of paper. But I got news for him. I'm still in shape. So we're gonna have a lot more years of fun battles. And I think my takeaway is these hikes are amazing here in Colorado Springs. I don't see any bad hikes. but I would say just make sure you guys take your snacks with you and your drinks with you so you have your energy and you're safe. And have lots of fun, just like we did. All right, I'm going to sign off right here, Christian. I will see you later. Virtual high five.
Bam, you missed.
Episode 2. Oh, okay, episode 2 done. Son. See ya.
Okay. See you in like a couple seconds.